Hey, welcome. This afternoon, we're taking a look at a 12-unit apartment building on the east side of Columbus, Ohio, and we're deciding where we're going to put an offer on the property for a client. It's currently asking $995 for the property, but it's been on the market $166. So we know it's overpriced, and we know it's not a good deal at that price. So we're going to go in much lower than that. Now we determine where to start that negotiation. Basically, what we did is we ran the numbers at asking price to understand kind of where things fell, and you end up, after you take out some expenses and vacancy and everything, you end up with a net operating income about $58,400. So if you take that, very simply, if you take that $58,400 and you divide it by the $995 that they are asking, you end up with a 5.8% return. So that's if you didn't take out a mortgage and all that kind of stuff. And you can see down here that it does not cash flow and it's not a good investment. But beside that, they're basically asking a very premium price, meaning a 6% return, which is a small return for an asset of this caliber. So we know that it's a bad price, mainly because it's sitting on the market still, but also because that's just a low cap rate. So now we know that if it makes $58,400, and we know what kind of a cap rate we'd be willing to accept, like say we accepted a 9 cap, if we divide that by 0.09, now we're looking at that $650,000 mark. Okay, so that's where I kind of got the 687 that I list here. So that's very simple back of the napkin math. And so basically, if you look at it again as if, okay, if you paid 687 or 650 for it with debt on it, it's still not performing as a very good asset in its current condition because it looks run down, it's not well managed. You could work on the vacancy, bringing that down. But really the rents just have to go up, and for the rents to go up, it has to be improved. So then we ran a scenario where we put 360 grand or 30 grand per unit into the property. We purchased it at that 687. We still got the 6% debt, 75% LTV out, and we start to see some solid returns. We're getting a 16.89% acquisition cap rate, meaning the cash flows and the net operating incomes that we are getting off of this property compared to what we bought it for is almost a 17% return on that investment, which is pretty awesome. Our cash on cash returns are well over 10%, nearing 12%. Our ROI in year one is 14%, which is pretty solid. And our debt service coverage ratio, which is really how well or how many times over our asset can pay for its own debt, is over 2.5%. Any lender would lend on that. So there's more money to pull out of this if we wanted to assume that debt and go do something else with it. So now in this finalized state with raised rents at market value of $1,250 a unit for a 2-bed, 1-bath, or maybe we add a half bath and renovation, this starts to make a lot of sense. So this is kind of the ideal buyer if you want to take this on as a BRRRR or as like a long-term buy and hold for cash flow. It makes a lot of sense if you've got that upfront capital to invest in the renovation. If you have any interest in this deal or another one I've done, or if you've got your own deal, the links are down below to book some time with me if you're interested, or if you just want to take a closer look at these PDFs, they're available also there in that link below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm so fucking weird. Why am I so weird?